Welcome. This week, I wanted to do something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. I remember when I was in elementary school, all through high school actually, we would have picture day, and then my parents would get our pictures and then order wallet pictures to put in a frame, stuff like that. And they would order a lot of wallet pictures, to the point where the other day my mom showed me my Nana had a folding wallet insert. Is that what those are called? And it had a thick stack of photos of me from pretty much kindergarten all through high school. It was crazy. It reminded me of this idea that I had. So basically, I once thought, had this ponderance of, I wonder how people carried around pictures of their loved ones before those wallet photos were created, if even that, did they, I'm sure they had little lockets and stuff. I don't know. I could have done research on it, but I'm so busy right now that I didn't. So we're just gonna pretend it exists somewhere, and if you do know, let me know. Yeah, I wanted to create a wallet-sized picture for Adam as if it was 1700 and I was being sat down for a portrait and they were painting my face. But I kind of want to do a little 2000s twist and have the nice blurry whatever background that is, where it's kind of some white patches and blue and stuff. And I wanted to give it to Adam so that he could put it in his wallet. I'm filming this a week after having done that, so I know how it turns out. But I also know that all of the footage I took, because I was trying to film with 2 cameras, one of the cameras, the files got corrupted or something happened, and they are literally playing at 1 frame per second. So I'm gonna spare you that. Hopefully it's relaxing and chill. Also, as if I don't talk about myself enough on this channel, there's gonna be a series of questions that Adam's asking me. So it's a little hangout time. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
We'll talk about your first impressions about living in Oregon.
Yeah, we've been living in Oregon for about just over a year now. And I must say that I like Oregon a lot. I like the weather. I like that we have seasons. This time last year when the leaves were changing color and we witnessed that for actually the first time, because that doesn't really happen in SoCal. It was pretty magical, I must say. And it's magical this year too. The rain can kind of be annoying because it's not fully raining, it's just kind of misting. As Adam likes to say, it doesn't rain as much as you think it does. And I think what you mean by that is it doesn't rain as hard as you think it does.
It doesn't rain as hard, but then it's also if there's rain in the forecast, it's not rain all day necessarily.
Yeah,
rain in the forecast could mean it's raining for an hour in the morning and then it's dry the rest of the day.
Yeah. And I think that's a misconception that we came in with, was that it's raining so often that we're gonna need to get a sunlight for our vitamin D deficiency. And maybe we did get vitamin D deficient, but I wouldn't be able to know.
Do a rapid question.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. Name the best dairy-free cheese, and you can only pick one.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, dairy-free cheese is... If you didn't know, I don't have dairy because I have lactose intolerance, and I'm not in denial about it. Anymore. Yeah. I was once in denial. I was once some of you in denial. Yeah, I think it's a tie between Violife and Follow Your Heart, because I've had Follow Your Heart and it tastes really good, but I think Violife melts better. But I've only had Violife in the shredded kind and usually on pizza. But I've had Follow Your Heart in
grilled cheese sandwiches, and it was like American cheese, and it was pretty good. I'd say they're both so expensive too. Like, I wish that they weren't so expensive, but I would say just because I've used it longer and more consistently, I would probably say Violife. Also because Julian uses it, and that's literally the only reason why I started using Julian Solomita, like the vegan cooking king. He uses it. That's literally the only reason why I gave it a shot, and I agree with him. It's pretty good. Okay, I feel like that's as good as my sketch is gonna get. Yeah, that actually helped it focus well. Does it not look like a face? Why isn't it focusing? Just focus. It's focusing on your water bottle. How about we don't? I got some on the easel. I don't know why I didn't think that would happen.
If you were to casually rock facial hair for an entire
Oh my God.
week, what style would you choose?
Oh my God, that's such a... Okay. I think I would choose like a full beard.
A full beard?
Yeah. Fun fact, I think what inspired this question is I used to carry a fake mustache in my purse. You never know when you gotta be in disguise.
This would be a good time to explain your craziest customer experience.
So when I was 16, I started working at this running shop and I worked at it pretty much all through college. And so that meant during COVID times also. And one of our COVID policies, because we worked with customers so up close and personal, and they were trying on shoes that they most likely were not going to buy all 3 shoes that we gave them to try. We would ask them to wear our socks and wear a mask and stuff like that, so that everyone working felt safe. I normally am really good at de-escalating situations with customers, especially with older people. They really just like you to hold their hand sometimes and tell them that everything's gonna be all right, and send them on their way. This person was not old though. He was a middle-aged man, and he came in wanting a new pair of shoes, so I brought out some shoes and I told him because it's during COVID right now, we need you to wear our socks. And honestly, the shoes feel better with our socks too, so it's kind of like an upsell tactic, I think, too, but I never really treated it like that. But he got really upset, and he's like, no, and he started cussing me out. And then he took the socks and he threw them in my face and started yelling at me. And because I had been so good at de-escalating situations, this was the first time that someone was getting aggressive with me. And I think I handled it pretty well, because I just had the shoes. I had opened up the shoes for him to try on because I was waiting for him to put the socks on. So I just threw the shoes in the box, closed the box, stood up and said okay, have a nice day. And I went into the back, and my manager was like, whoa, are you okay? What happened? And trying to figure that out. And I was like, I think it's fine. The customer ended up emailing the owner of the running shop and telling them what an awful thing I did, even though that was their policy that they made up. And the owner kind of started to take sides with them, but then they involved my manager and stuff, and my manager was like, nah, she didn't do anything wrong, which was very nice of my manager to support me. I would say that's probably my craziest one. There are obviously psychos out there with customer service, but I think I like to just like shove the memories deep in my brain, never revisit them. But yeah, it looks like a little alien girl. Sorry if the picture's giving you nightmares right now. That is not my intention.
Now, would you like to talk about painting portraits?
Sure, while we're here, might as well. I have a lot of like people ask me what my favorite thing to paint is, and my answer is usually portraits because they're just, I feel like they give me a really intimate connection with the person that I'm painting, whether they're like alive or whether I know them or not, you know. And one thing about doing self-portraits in particular is you get to learn a lot about yourself and every little nook and cranny of your face and the way your nose looks and all that stuff, and you start to think about it. And sometimes it can be a little off-putting for people, I think. But one thing I like about doing like this right now, though, is I've been feeling pretty insecure lately, and it helps me realize like there are things about my person that I really like. Like I really like my eyes and my smile. That's like one cool thing that like you get out of painting other people too, is you just realize like how beautiful some people are. Like with all the herstories I've done, there are so many things where I'm like, man, this person is just like straight up beautiful. And then there are things where I'm like, I love this person's skin tone and how it complements like the shade of their lips. Like it can go from like shapes to just shades and stuff, and I think like that's really cool. And it's especially cool when it can kind of apply to me and I can take advantage of that for myself. But if you've ever like felt insecure, I wouldn't necessarily suggest painting a portrait because you might feel worse. It just like kind of depends on your mindset, but that's how I approach it, and I feel like it works for me.
I don't like painting portraits, it's hard.
It is really hard. That is one thing. Like I learned in like junior high from Mrs. Crowley, shout out again. She's the foundation of my art. That like if you know someone really well, or if you've like looked at a picture long enough, sometimes your brain will just start to assume that lines are where they are, like something is as big as it is, or it's a color or something. Like it's really important to make sure that you're trying to detach yourself a little bit from the painting so that you don't mess it up. Like one thing that I frequently do, and maybe it's because I like my eyes too much, is I make my eyes really big. But I know that it's not just a me thing, like me painting myself type of thing. It's also because it's also a thing that happens like when I paint other people too. I think I just like grew up painting too many Disney portraits or like drawing too many Disney princesses with all their big old eyes, and it's just transferred over time. But
Is grad school going?
no comment, but also like there are pros and cons to grad school. I wouldn't like tell someone like you should go to grad school because I think it's a really important decision. Yeah, going into grad school, I had this like idea that I would be friends with everybody because we all love history and like we're all nerdy and stuff, but in reality, it's actually a lot more, at least for me. I think there are people in my cohort who are much better at like being friends with one another, but I'm so focused on getting all my work done and being able to do YouTube and do all of this other stuff that I'm frankly more interested in, that all of the schoolwork needs to get done during the day while I'm at school. So it can be kind of like isolating at times. I think also like I had this idea of how academia would be, and it's a lot more annoying than that. So I don't think I'm gonna stick on the grad school path for right now, but I mean, like there are pros. Like there's a reason why I haven't dropped out or left or anything. Like I really do love the research that I'm doing, and I think that it's important.
So what's next?
See, that's something else about grad school, is if you're just going to grad school because you don't know what you want to do, don't do that, because then you're still going to have to answer the question, what do you want to do?
finished! Yay! Hopefully I put in some good reveal shots for you. Now the real reveal is seeing it in Adam's wallet. So Adam, if you would please come over here with Thao's wallet. It's like perfectly sized. Maybe. Oh. Okay, we'll do some role play. Okay. So like let's say someone is like, "Hey, do you have a girlfriend?" What are you gonna do? "Hey, do you have a girlfriend?"
Get your finger out of my face. And I'm like, oh, yes, sir.
Oh, you're assuming it's a sir.
Here is my.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
I painted this actually.
You did not.
This is awesome.
What?
isn't
So
it?
is your name SJ?
It is my name.
I think you'd pass the test. And you better carry that in your wallet forever and ever because I spent a lot of
I'm just
time
not.
and effort and energy on it. Do you like it? Is
I
it
love
everything you ever wished for or wanted?
No, but it's
Oh.
good.
Why are you giving it back to me? It's yours.
I'm all done.
No, no, you have to take it. Ooh, next idea, making like a canvas driver's license. It can be used for anything. It's so durable.
Or what you could do is you could just ruin your driver's license
Oh.
and just paint a portrait on there.
Why don't they let
instead.
us do that? I don't look like
Because then
myself
it's
on my
illegal.
driver's license. Okay,
All
I'd
that
like it
comedy
to be
gold.
on the record that I just tried to film him taking it out of his wallet, and he did take it out of his wallet.
Like this.
No, no. It belongs in your wallet. It's
Oh.
for your wallet. It's wallet size.
It's not. It doesn't fit.
It's wallet size. It's for your wallet.